Alright, welcome to Random Guitar Battles, where we take a bunch of guitarists' names, put them in a glass bowl, shake up the bowl, draw out two names, and then we discuss them, and you guys vote on which one you think is the best. At this point, we've reached the final top 10 of guitarists, and the matchup for this one is Joe Bonamassa versus Mark Knopfler. And what we've got here are two basically blues-based guitarists, but they're nothing alike. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to give you a couple of thoughts on each guitarist, and then you guys go ahead and vote in the poll. So for Joe Bonamassa, he started off as a blues guitar player when he was just a kid, and he made a name for himself doing like B.B. King style playing. But he's fluent in every type of blues playing, from, Delta blues right on up to Chicago blues and modern blues and experimental blues. And he has a great repertoire, a really good touch on the guitar, and he can play with a lot of fire. And I think that one of the things that he did as a blues guitarist is he merged shredding with the blues. And he's also a very accomplished rock guitar player in the band Black Country Communion, for example. If you listen to them, you get a really great kind of Deep Purple, Led Zeppelin, classic rock sound with some excellent soloing. He's got good taste, great phrasing. I've seen him perform live, and he's a great live performer. He's just as good on stage as he is in the studio, if not better. So, moving on to Knopfler, he has a finger-picking style that is just almost unbelievable, especially for someone on the electric guitar in pop and rock music. Now, country players do a lot of finger-picking, and that is where this kind of, I think it's called Travis picking, comes from, that Knopfler does, but he has it down to a great expressive level where it's almost what his right hand is doing that's what's important more than his left hand, but he's just as good with his phrasing and his soloing with his left hand. But one thing that he has in his favor that Bonamassa doesn't have is he's a great songwriter. Joe struggles a little bit in writing songs, whereas Mark Knopfler in his heyday was a great songwriter. Another aspect of Knopfler's playing is his tone. He came up with a signature tone that was based on the positioning of the pick selector on his Stratocaster, and it kind of placed it in between two different settings and gave it this ringing, choiring quality to it that is very, very clean and chimey sounding. And then he built the rest of the Dire Straits signature music and his own individual guitar style kind of around that tone. So those would be my thoughts on these two guitarists. They're both incredible technicians, and they're both incredible with their musical vision. So it may be difficult to choose. And if you have a thought on it, leave a comment in the section below. Remember to like and subscribe. Thanks a lot.